started 11 games last year. Did you think there would be even a battle for the starting job this far into camp?
Yeah, I think whenever whatever profession that you're in, you've always got to compete. You've always got to work to strive to get better. And I just came in every day with the mindset, I've got to be better than I was last year. And if coach, decided to make, a quarterback competition that we are in now, great. Competition, like I always say, iron sharpens iron, just makes me better. And I just got to control what I can control and focus on doing the best that I can every single day in, day out. And that's basically my mindset going into, this year before spring and fall.
Ben?
Hey Ryan, just how much catch up have you sort of been playing with learning this offense? Obviously, you're competing with a guy who knows it so well. I guess what has sort of been the learning curve, and how fast do you feel like you've sort of been traveling along that?
Yeah, a guy that's like Colin that's been with coach for a while. He's definitely got an advantage with knowing that playbook, which means I've just got to work that much harder. And I have been doing that. I've been in quarterback room drawing up plays on the whiteboard as much as I can, filling up literally 3 whiteboards. Just going in and just writing as much as that I can so that I memorize it. And then of course getting those reps in practice helps a lot too. Helps it, memorize it, helps you go out and just know it like the back of your hand. And I think the biggest thing when it comes to being a good quarterback, a great quarterback in any league, you got to have confidence. And you're not going to have confidence if you don't know the playbook. And I'm working every single day, to even further my understanding so we can open up and do more stuff with me, whenever the time comes or whenever it is. But I think right now the learning curve has been great for me and everything that I've learned. So far, it's great to see the progression, and coach has been very vocal with me on that issue.
Colin Taylor?
I guess Coach Muschamp and Coach Bobo have been pretty pleased with the amount of explosive plays this offense has kind of created in camp. I'm just curious, what about this scheme that Coach Bobo has kind of implemented has really lent itself to you guys being able to create a lot of those?
Yeah, I think this offense requires a lot. Like I've said before, coach demands perfection, but we're going to line up in stuff that people are going to have to think about. We're not going to line up according to the defense. We're going to make them line up according to what we're doing. We're going to run a bunch of different stuff. We're going to make them have to go on the move, plan, all of those things, and we're going to go in different sets. All of those things have different guys in the game. Whoever is in there, is going to run the offense the right way, the way it's supposed to be run. And I think it's supposed to be run to a flawless execution. And I think that's the biggest part of it. When guys do their job right, we have explosives. And Coach Bobo has put us in great positions for great explosive plays. And we've had plenty of those, which makes the guys excited. And I just think, this offense and having confidence in what Coach is telling us, what Coach has been, putting in every single day for us, it puts us in a great position to have those explosive plays.
Mike
Now, Ryan, with camp being just as spread out as it has been, how do you control the highs and lows?
Yeah, I think in life you have a bunch of highs. In life you have a bunch of lows. And I've had a bunch of highs and a bunch of lows my whole life. And I think the biggest thing is you just got to control what you can control. I control what rep, when I go in there, if I'm going to, complete this ball, if I'm going to read certain guys, if I'm going to do whatever the play is asked of me, I've got to do that to perfect execution. And that's what I can control. I can control studying the play. I can control all of those things. And just all these highs and lows, you just got to stay balanced. Being a quarterback, you can't be an emotional guy. You can love the game, and I absolutely do. But you got to be one of those guys that stays level. Because when those 10 other guys look at you in the huddle and they see that you're calm, you're confident, they're going to be calm. They're going to be confident. They're going to start having fun when you're smiling. And I think just when it comes to those highs and the lows, I think back to when I'm a little kid and just having fun playing ball and just remembering, that's how it all started. And not getting those low moments get to you, letting the high moments get to you, and just keep moving forward because the past is behind you and you can only focus on what's going to happen next.
Hale?
Ryan, just wanted to see what you thought about your performance the other afternoon, Saturday afternoon in the scrimmage. What did you take away from how you played?
Yeah, I thought it was a great day overall for the offense. I mean, guys were jumping around, flying around, super excited. And I thought I could do better. I want to be perfect. We had a bunch of explosive plays. Felt great about it. Coach expressed, how great we did on certain things. We watched a little bit of film this morning, went over some stuff, and Coach was super positive. But I mean, if there's one play that goes wrong out of 100, I mean, it gets to me, and I want to be, perfect. But I thought overall as a team, it was great. Super exciting to see, guys flying around making plays. Personally, I thought I had a good day. I want to be perfect, like I said, and I just want to, complete every single ball that I can, and do everything right. But that's not how it's going to happen. But I was happy with the day for sure.
Dick Cox.
Ryan, you played in Williams-Brice Stadium, and that was one of the toughest places to play in the country, and how exciting and electric the crowd has been. What's it going to be like, and what you anticipate this year when you talk, people in the stands can hear you make the calls?
We got a little bit of a taste of that during the scrimmage. We pumped in some crowd noise, a little bit like that. Quarterbacks have talked with each other. We joked around. Maybe we could hear Coach Bobo in the booth screaming down or something, and all that stuff. But we got to be self-starters. We love this game because we love to play the game. Our parents showed up at Pop Warner games, but we loved playing that. We loved going out, being fired up and stuff like that. But fans or no fans, we got to be self-starters. We got to love the game. We got to be excited to go out there and play. If there's crowd noise, if there's no crowd noise, I know I'm excited to go out there and just do, what we've been working on. Go have fun with those 10 other guys in the huddle. Go score touchdowns. Just go play football. And I think, crowd noise or not, I don't think it's going to affect us, and it certainly didn't this past Saturday.
David.
As a quarterback, what's it like, going into a room or going into a practice where you don't have a lot of, identified productive receivers? You got Shy, but the rest of the guys, they all got a lot of potential, but haven't really done it in the game. Just what's it like for you not having that comfort level when you start a practice or a camp?
To make it clear, I'm super comfortable with a lot of those guys. Mostly every single guy. They come in, every single day. There's not one guy that comes in and takes a day off. They're out there working their butts off. Coach Cox is telling them, preaching to them all the right things. And those guys have really bought into what Coach is telling them. And it's just really, really makes me confident and comfortable with a lot of those guys, no matter who lines up out there. I'm confident in going with my progressions because I trust that they're going to run the right route, that they're going to win versus this coverage, that they're going to do the right thing. So really when it comes to it, like you said, maybe some of them don't have productions in games, but I know that they will in the near future for sure.
Ben Briner.
When you're in the midst of a quarterback competition, do you get a sense of where things might stand in the coach's mind, or is that for you guys more out of sight, out of mind sort of thing?
Yeah, I think it's a more of an out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Coach has definitely gave us all of our praises. He's given us all of our lows. He's definitely told us all of those things. But right now, I think in the quarterback room, we're really just going in there and competing every single day. And we really, don't focus on the quarterback competition. I talk to Colin and have conversations with him that aren't even about football every single day. I talk to Luke, talk to Jay, talk to Connor, and Coach doesn't really, make it about that. We just care about doing what we can for this offense, doing what we can for this team from a leader standpoint, just being the guy that can set an example for the other guys around, because being a quarterback, no matter if you're first string or fourth string, everybody looks at the quarterback as doing the right thing, and Coach Bobo has expressed that to us. It doesn't really matter, where you are at the depth chart, but we're all contributing a certain amount, and we really just are focusing on coming in every day and getting better and just competing with one another.
Mike Hoover.
Something that I know Coach Bobo mentioned maybe a couple weeks ago, saying that being able to have Connor Shaw in some of these meetings. I mean, what is that like to be able to have him, and how much has Connor kind of weighed in at times?
It's really cool. I mean, it's really an honor to have Coach Shaw. I mean, I was just talking to Jay Urich when I saw him walk by the other day, and Jay and I were just sitting down. We said bye to him as he was walking by. I was like, Jay, like that's you see him right there. We were in the indoor, and I was like, it's him on the wall right there. I mean, like we got a dude, that's not a dude. That's just, I mean, we got Coach Shaw, who's a living legend, with us, and is humble and is willing to work with us as football players, of course, but is willing to work with us as humans. And he talks to us, whether it's a football issue, whether it's an off the field issue. He makes sure we're straight. And I mean, just to be able to talk with somebody like that, I mean, you don't get the opportunity to, and it's definitely an honor, and it's definitely helped the quarterback room out a lot, both on and off the field.
Dick Cox.
What do you enjoy most about playing quarterback at University of South Carolina?
There's a lot of things I enjoy, but the first thing that comes to my mind is being able to come into this building and compete and play the game that I love with all of these guys in this building. I mean, they're doing the same thing, and maybe not from a specific standpoint of being a quarterback. They're doing their D lineman, wide receiver, whatever it is. I mean, they're coming in every single day, and they're working their butts off. 19, 20, whatever age, those guys are coming in, and they're happy to play this game, and it's great to be a part of a family. It really feels like we're a family around here. I mean, it's just really cool to see, and be a quarterback that can bond with his guys. Even if I wasn't a quarterback, even if I didn't play football, these guys would still love me, and that's a family. And I think, I love and I'm honored to be a quarterback for this state and for this school. And it definitely comes with a lot of responsibility, but I think it's awesome to see and carry out the traditions of being a quarterback here at South Carolina, because it's definitely a really good position and cool position to be in.
Ben Briner.
You obviously haven't had Zaquandre for big chunks of camp, but when he's been on the field, what has he shown you guys, and how does his style maybe different from some of the other backs you have?
Zaquandre is, I mean, he's awesome. He brings a lot of juice, a lot of humor, a lot of energy. I mean, he's chirping on the sidelines. He's getting guys going. And I mean, it was fun. It was fun with him in the scrimmage. I mean, because he's hyping me up. If I make a throw, I can hear him on the sideline, or if he's in the huddle, he's like, all right, here we go, like just getting hyped and stuff like that. But having him back, after the 2 weeks that we were missing him, I mean, it's great to get him back out there, have another running back, that's competing and making the other backs better, pushing them too. But it's good to have a guy with a lot of energy, a lot of juice, that loves playing football, and that runs really hard.
And seeing no further hands, so I guess that is it. Appreciate it, Ryan.
Cool. Thank you
very
guys.
much.